08717 233 We're talking about managers. Joe's a Spurs fan. Hi, Joe. Good afternoon to you.
How you doing? You all right, guys?
Yeah, we're good, mate. How are you? You all right? You out in the sun?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm loving the sun. Loving the sun.
Okay, don't rub it in. We're stuck in the studios. Don't know what we can do about it, Joe. Go on, off you go. What's your view on all things Tottenham?
Personally, I wouldn't have Conte. Like I say, he's a two-season wonder, and then he goes off and does whatever else. I'd definitely have Poch back, but might be a long shot. But if I was Levy, I would open up the checkbook and go out and try and get Bielsa, personally.
When you say he's only a two-season wonder, I mean a one-season wonder for Spurs would work at the moment, wouldn't it? I'm not being patronising, but I mean you're desperate for success. If he was only there 2 years and brought that to you, happy days, isn't it?
Yep, I can see that, but I think personally I wouldn't take him, and I wouldn't have the success under him personally. I'd prefer to take Pochettino and get the success under him what he deserves.
They love Pochettino. You're not going to be able to argue it with any Tottenham fan on it.
There'll be Spurs fans that don't want him.
There'll be, I would say most of them would. The thing is there, when he talks about, the only thing I'll agree with him there, that last caller, was when he talks about he's a two-season wonder. When Ryan Mason came out, I don't know if you remember this, a few weeks ago, and he said we're 5 years behind Manchester City. There's no point getting him. You need someone who's going to 5 years plan, because the 5 years behind Manchester City.
They're more than 5 behind City.
5 years?
They're more than 5 behind City.
You don't want to hear that, though, do you? Surely.
They're more than 5.
When your star player wants to win stuff, and the only way to keep him is to keep believing, but you've got a chance of winning. For the manager at the time to come out and say the 5 years behind City, that was the final nail, really, for me.
Yeah, then he had to go. Yeah. We think he's going to go. Joe's a Man United fan. He's up next. Hi, Joe. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you both?
Well, good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing, Joe?
I'm good. Yeah, I just wanted to get in touch because I listened to your radio show after the Europa League final, Andy, and I can honestly say that you were feeling the way I felt, to be honest. And I was listening to you about, what Spurs want to do, get Poch or get Conte, and for me, Man United are not 5 years behind City. They're probably a few players behind City.
No, Tottenham were 5 years. Tottenham are 5 years behind City,
yeah, Tottenham are 5 behind City, but United aren't. And I think if we got Conte in now and let him choose, sack Ollie, get rid of him. He's not the man. He's not the man to lead United. Sack Ollie, Conte in while he's available. I don't care whether he lasts 2 seasons or 3 seasons. If we win the Premier League and we win trophies under him over the next 2 to 3 years, I'll take him now. I'll take him now. We can't have a manager who doesn't know when to make changes against managers like Klopp and Guardiola. For me, sorry, I just can't see him being the long-term option for us at all. And we need a short-term fix for us to win trophies. And Conte is a serial winner. He'll come in, he'll put a discipline regime in place, and we will win trophies.
Can I ask, Joe, how important, and I'm asking this question so that it's not loaded, but how important to you as a United fan is DNA at the club?
I think DNA is always going to be part of the club because of the fact that we get players through the academy, and we've got players coming through. I think Conte will have to, if he wants to take the job, will have to understand that he still needs to use young players. But what he does attract, which Ollie I don't think will, is he will attract world-class players because he's a world-class manager. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer isn't.
It's tactically, I think, mainly. The way they would put this, Andy, right? And I'm not after getting Solskjaer out. Really, I'm not. But the way you can look at it is if Manchester United made a change and said, right, Ollie, sorry, mate, it's not working out. I think we're going to go for someone like Conte, right, who's won competitions in different countries. I don't think there's one of Palace, Spurs, Everton or Wolves that would have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as manager. And I think that tells the story.
No, I don't think it does.
I think it does.
Did you say the same about Lampard?
He might be one to buy one of them for.
No, he won't. You know that. I know he's your mate, but he won't. It's exactly the same.
No, to do him, mate. He might be one to buy one of them.
What club would want Lampard if it wasn't Chelsea?
Well, he has been linked to these clubs.
He won't be linked to the clubs you just mentioned about Solskjaer. Name them again.
Spurs, Palace, Everton, Wolves.
Yeah, they won't take Lampard.
He's not managing Manchester United.
No, I know, but he was manager of Chelsea. He won't go there. Just because you say Solskjaer won't go to another club like that doesn't mean he's not a good manager.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it's not the finished article yet.
No, he's
but
not.
What the point is, and I'm not saying sack Solskjaer. I think now he improved as the season went on. I think he got things wrong in the final, but I think he improved things as the season went on, and I think he starts for Manchester United next year. But they're going to have to deliver now. I think it's that year where they have to deliver. So I'm not saying get rid of him, right? But if he did, I don't think one of the big clubs, that wouldn't be a destination he'd get again. He won't get a big gig like that again.
No.
Unless he improves massively.
Okay, well, it's a big season coming up.
Yeah, huge.
Keep your calls coming in, 08717 223344. This is Drive on talkSPORT in association with Paddy Power.